Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. A few updates and a really short episode today. From Tuesday through Thursday, starting now, we're gonna have shorter episodes where I'm gonna give you a little bit of science, maybe a case study, maybe a question, maybe some data for you to think about, and then I'm gonna give you practical steps how to use it in your life to most of the time improve your nutrition, to improve your health, your performance, to look better, to feel better. Sometimes we also, of course, are going to be talking about other aspects of healthy lifestyle, like sleep, like exercise. Sometimes we're going to talk about mental health, mindfulness, meditations, and things like that. So Tuesday to Thursday going to be all about practice. On Friday, we're going to talk about food news and also how you can use those food news to make better eating choices. And then every Monday we're gonna have a longer episode where we're gonna have a guest talking about a subject that I'm really fascinated about, and most of the time, of course, it's gonna be food and nutrition. So the topic of today's episode is protein and micronutrients, or your vitamins and minerals. As you know, or you might not know because you're not a nutritionist or in a nutrition field, our requirements for vitamins, what we know about them, change, and they are being updated, not so often as I'd like them to be updated, but still they've been recently updated. Well, relatively recently, in 2016. We learned more about our actual requirements for different nutrients, plus we discovered more nutrients, so nutrient requirements were updated. And also there has been more statistical analysis done, how many nutrients people are getting or not getting, even though we solved the problem of starvation for the most of the world, we do eat enough food, more than enough actually, we do consume more than enough calories, we're still under consuming a lot of essential for life nutrients, mostly because of how our food system is designed, how it doesn't tell us what foods actually deliver those essential for life nutrients. Instead, there are this huge marketing campaign about superfoods, or about certain product, or fancy snacks, or all of this noise that has very little to do with actual nutrition. So a lot of people, a lot of you guys, when I talk to you, when I do the interviews, when I coach someone, I'm discovering that a lot of people are really under consuming those essential vitamins and minerals. Imagine if you had a car and you only took care of like 50% of that car. I don't know, maybe like an engine, or I don't know, one tire, and the rest of the car you kind of let be by itself. This car wouldn't last long, right? Or if you were using some fuel that is not designed for this car, it's going to break down. So the same goes to your body. Our body is more complex machine, but it still has requirements. And if we don't satisfy those requirements, our body is resilient and it will take a lot of shit from us. But at some point, it's going to start breaking down. And I truly believe that a lot of diseases, a lot of things that don't work in our body, that stop working in our body, are the result of us not consuming that vital nutrition that our body needs. And according to statistics, for example, most of the people that they tested are still not consuming such simple nutrients as vitamin C, or essential nutrients like vitamin A, like vitamin D, like vitamin E, essential electrolytes like magnesium, like potassium, like calcium, that are involved in the work of your heart, of your digestive system, of your muscles. Calcium forms your bones, the support for your body, and calcium does so many other things. Like it helps your It helps to maintain healthy blood pressure. It helps your heart to work and to contract properly to deliver nutrients to all of the cells in your body. So, and I'm not even talking about omega-3 fatty acids that most people don't even think about, because omega-3 fatty acids, they're not a vitamin or a mineral, they're a micronutrient, a fat, right? But anyhow, a lot of people just not consuming what we all need to be consuming. And but you can hear a lot from food industry about getting enough protein, even though you probably never met a person in your life who is not consuming enough protein, unless you are starving or living in a third world country, basically a country where there is still a problem with nutrition and getting enough food, enough calories in. Unless you're living in that country, you are consuming enough protein. So protein is the least concern. But the problem is, most of you guys are consuming empty protein. It's not empty, it has protein, and protein is essential for our health also, but you could be delivering also micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals with that protein. So for example, if you eat something like chicken breast, it's not going to deliver a lot when it comes to micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals. Actually, almost nothing besides the protein. So you want to be consuming protein that also delivers those minerals like potassium, like magnesium, like calcium. You also want to consume protein that delivers omega-3 fatty acids and other healthy fats. You want to be consuming protein that delivers vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K2, and sometimes vitamin C, like in the case of liver. So you want to be consuming enriched protein. And the practice of today is to start choosing protein with the most nutrients per bite. And there are 4 sources that I'd like to mention today, and I'd like you to focus on it this week and next week, and add these foods at least every other day. I would add them every day for at least one meal, because they are so rich in nutrients, specifically vitamin D, vitamin A, calcium, magnesium, potassium. Really focus on these proteins, and you not only gonna deliver protein, but you're also going to deliver all these other nutrients. So protein source number 1, sardines and wild salmon with bones and skin, because bones and skin deliver calcium, deliver other nutrients, other minerals, other vitamins. So sardines and salmon and herring, fatty fish, delivers omega-3 fatty acids, deliver vitamin A, deliver vitamin D, plus all the protein that you'll ever need. They deliver choline and so phosphorus, so many nutrients. Like I wouldn't be able to even enlist all of them, because also different fatty fish have different profiles. So sardines, herring, salmon, of the best quality. Sardines, I love sardines because they're one of the richest protein sources in other micronutrients, and they're very, very affordable. And you buy them canned, you don't even have to cook them. So just make sure don't buy them in canola oil, either olive oil or water. So sardines and other fatty fish. Number 2, livers, all sorts of livers. Like people, especially women, are deficient in iron, so livers deliver a lot per bite, except for fish livers. Like I love cod liver because it delivers a lot of vitamin A and a lot of vitamin D, but it doesn't have any iron. But for example, chicken livers, very easy to get, very cheap, and very easy to cook and to eat. Geese or goose livers, goose liver pate is my ever favorite thing to eat. Plus it delivers very rare vitamin K2 that is super important for your DNA repair and your longevity, and your bone health and your teeth health, to distribute calcium where it needs to go. So livers, chicken, goose, turkey liver. Yesterday I tried turkey liver for the first time in my life. It's so delicious, so amazing, and probably so cheap where you are. Like it depends, turkey, for example, is not that popular in Russia where I am right now, But in US, it's very popular, so you probably can find it for like very, very cheap. And again, it delivers iron, it delivers vitamin A, it delivers potassium. Different livers deliver different nutrition, but liver is one of the richest in micronutrients source of also protein. Eggs, pastured eggs, guys. Eggs is like, it's this amazing source that has healthy fats, that has protein, that has vitamin A, some vitamin D, a lot of choline that is super important for brain development, and a lot of other vital functions. And a lot of people are not consuming nowhere close of how much choline we all need. So eggs, quail eggs, chicken eggs, duck eggs, also fish eggs, really, really high nutrients. Like I love cod raw because it's, salmon raw is also really amazing, but it's kind of hard to find and quite expensive. But 1 tablespoon of it will deliver all the omega-3s you'll ever need, a lot of other nutrients, choline, a lot of choline. But then again, you can choose cheaper versions of salmon raw, like cod raw, and just eggs in general. Like eggs are super, they're a great source of highly absorbable protein, and they are a great source of micronutrients. And the last but not least, very high in zinc, that is super important for your immune system and also your hormones, like your testosterone or other hormones. Zinc, oysters, mussels, really high in minerals, really high in zinc, and usually really cheap. And they also very easy to cook. Just like probably you would cook them like your vegetables. What I usually do, I put some water in pan, I put some onions, some vegetables, and I put oysters right there, and I cook it for like 10 minutes on moderate heat, and then I add some lemon juice, spices, herbs, and olive oil at the end, and that's about it. So the richest in micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals, not just the protein. Include them, again, every single day. I would do that. Omega-3 fatty acids like sardines and fatty fish, eat it with bones and skins, livers, chicken livers, geese livers, turkey livers, cod liver, all kinds of livers, super high nutrients. Eggs, quail eggs, chicken eggs, duck eggs, fish eggs, and then oysters. So include these sources of protein in every day, and you're going to be one of those people who are not deficient in anything but thriving and have amazing health and energy levels on a daily basis. So that's it for today, guys. Your nutrient dense guide to your protein. So quit eating chicken breasts and the leanest cuts of meats and start eating these powerful protein foods, protein rich foods. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to work on making this episode even more dense and short and full of practical information. So working on it. Anyhow, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. And as usual, till next time, eat better daily.